This is Cooking Cassius for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Alan Graves. Alan, I know this has been a few days in the making. We've like we've been talking for the last week about arranging stuff, but I was in Dubai, you was etc. And yeah, but we're here now anyway.
We are, mate. It's good to see you. And it's the most important thing is we're getting it done now.
Absolutely. What a win for you over the weekend. I know there was a lot of boxing going on, but obviously it was a great win for yourself.
Yeah, yeah, it was nice. It's the first time that in a professional ring where I've, knocked somebody out cold, like properly out. So that was, I think testament to the improvements we've been making in camp. It was in front of the home fans. Yeah, 2,000 people in Derby, like getting them all in that Vayner Live arena. So it was carnage, and I fucking loved it, to be honest, mate.
Good, good. Um, nice. Obviously, we're at the back end now, right at the back end of 2025. But what's going to happen, or what's your ideal situation for the first quarter of 2026?
I mean, you know how delusional I am. For me, a perfect world, I'd be able to get the Lara fight. I want to fight Lara for the WBA.
Okay. What is the situation with obviously, um, there's a few organisations here kind of involved, etc. But I mean, you're ranked obviously, and also within box rec as well. You're quite kind of in a
Mhm.
decent position there as well.
Yeah, yeah, because obviously last time we spoke, I'd had three fights, three journeymen, and then this year I've had three fights, and they've all been seemingly impossible tasks, and I've managed to pull it out of the bag, managed to land the power basically. And so that's very fortunate for me. And obviously that's jumped up my ranking. I was the WBF World Champion. I won that in May. And then as of about an hour ago, I've been stripped of that belt because of some bullshit politics with the WBF. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you can go into it as much as you want. Obviously, I don't really know too much about that situation, but you can tell us about it as much as you can.
Yeah, so I wanted to do a fight in front of my home fans in Derby. And so I organised that. The British Boxing Board of Control doesn't recognise the WBF. They don't get along for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so they said, I can't defend my belt. I said, that's fine. I spoke to the WBF and said, I'm going to have this fight. And then in February, I'll be back out again defending my belt in another territory. They said, no problem. I did, as part of the promo for this fight, I went into the ring in Dubai on my opponent's last fight and we did a face off and the announcer announced our upcoming fight as a defense of the world title, which is obviously incorrect, but it's not my fault. I was asked to walk into the ring and do a face off, so I did.
Yeah.
Um, and then they kicked off about it and said, "Why are you saying this?" Is and I said, "I didn't say shit. It was the announcer." But it's
Yeah.
all just bullshit. Sure, if I went to them and started groveling and all that, they would probably rectify it. But that's not my style. So as of this moment, I am the former world champion.
Okay. Fair enough. Sorry, don't know what's going on there. So look, obviously, good end to the year, fight wise for you. Obviously, the outside situation needs a little bit of kind of work and resolving, which I'm sure will happen. But you want to get out as soon as possible, Owen?
Yeah, I'm looking at a date in February, actually, mid-February. Already had some discussions about it over the weekend. Um, so yeah, looking for another big fight. Again, it's all stepping stones to the world titles again. So which route we go, I'm not sure. Probably avoid the WBO for now because of Janibek and all the meldonium drugs cheat things. So I'm probably steer clear of that. And I'm a big fan of Erislandy Lara, so I'd love to fight him for the WBA.
Okay. Well, look, when you've got kind of more news, we'll have another catch up when you've got a fight pending. So hope that situation works out for you, Alan. Um,
Yeah,
just before I finish, obviously, it was there's a lot of stuff going on last weekend. Did you catch any of it from, I don't know, like there was probably about 6, 7 shows on last weekend.
It was absolutely carnage, but as a boxing fan, I loved it, obviously. I think it helped me not get too nervous for my fight as well because I was just busy watching all these other fights and all these other shows. Obviously, the night before my fight was Jake Paul AJ. Um,
What did you think of it?
I think, I mean, if you're looking from Jake Paul's health standpoint, he probably did the right thing by trying to leg it. Obviously, it's not the best thing to watch. I think AJ could have cut the ring off a bit better, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah,
But AJ, it's not really AJ's strength, is it? AJ's strength is power, and he showed it in the end once Jake Paul was knackered. And it was a good finish, a great finish. You can't ask for more than breaking the other fucker's jaw. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a spectacle. I hope that AJ gets back in the mix now, and we see some exciting fights, competitive fights.
yeah. Yeah, it was a quite kind of surreal situation, the whole build up and actually the fight night, which was on Friday, last Friday. So yeah, it's boxing. It's like it's the world we live in now. So it is
Yeah,
what it is.
and then we had the show in Dubai because that's why we missed each other. I was in the UK for once, you were in Dubai,
Yeah,
and we were the wrong way around.
I know.
Um,
Yeah,
and I would have put my entire net worth on Andrew Tate beating Chase Moore. I would have put every penny.
mm.
Uh, and so I'm glad I didn't bet. I mean, unbelievable. Like I could not see any way that Chase would win. Um, and so it shows what I know.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I think everyone was expecting a Tate win, and I mean, when you really look at the kind of facts, he's nearly 40 years old and first guy at boxing as well. I mean, look, he was very honest in his post-fight reaction to it that, he thought he could probably do something that he probably would have done like 5, 10 years ago, but it weren't to
Yeah.
be. Yeah, I don't know whether we see him in the boxing ring again, who knows? But
I
yeah,
think we will. I
yeah,
think he seems to have taken defeat very like a champ. He seems to have taken it very well. I just think he had the wrong strategy going in from what I could see.
mm,
So I definitely think there's a place for him in the scene. It caused a lot of buzz, brought a lot of eyeballs. So,
yeah,
people, and that obviously brings money and opportunity as well. And that's another thing I should probably mention is I was glad to be able to do that for the local fighters in Derby because most of them never fought on TV before. So I managed to get the show on the zone. So if anyone wants to watch the run back, they can. It's on the zone. And yeah, to headline that card in my hometown on the zone was just really, really, really incredible. And they told me, me and you obviously have a lot of shared mutual friends like Dave Caldwell, people like that, and they all just said to me, "Don't do a show near Christmas. You won't sell any tickets. It's impossible. Like avoid Christmas." And so that just makes me go, right, I'm definitely doing it the
definitely
closest
doing it.
Saturday to
Yeah.
Christmas. And then we did it. We absolutely packed out the arena. And yeah, the ring walk was like such a special moment for me. I played Steve Bloomer's Watching, which is like a Derby County song. And so
Yeah.
everyone was fucking going, you know what I mean?
Okay, mate. Well, listen, yeah, shout out Dave Caldwell as well. Obviously, yeah, our mutual friend. But yeah, listen, you got the job done. And onwards and upwards, mate.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So hopefully my next world title challenge, you can be there ringside.
I'd love to be. I'd love to be.
Thanks, Coogan. I really appreciate it, mate.
But Alan, we got there in the end, so much appreciate your time, and no doubt we'll catch up in 2026.
No doubt. Cheers, mate.
All right, top man.